Space Demon Hunter was the deck I used for Easy Legend this month for the last few games, and I gotta say, this new version of it really did spark joy. It has a lot more punch to it, and you could be doing a lot more tempo with not so big starships with it to take the opponents out even quicker. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I'm talking about, and the two new cards we have in here would be Rest in Peace. With this thing you could actually be summoning yourself your big freaking starships over and over again, while giving the opponent something silly like a 5 or a 6 drop, which are usually not that amazing for them, but getting yourself a Rush, Wind Fury, Divine Shield, a gajillion armor gain starship can definitely be quite the problem, especially if you stack a couple of them at the same time. Other than that, we also have Fumigate in here, so you can be handling things like Murloc Pallies, Elemental Mages, and anything of the sort. Beast Hunters would also be crying against you with this thing. And we do have quite a lot of card draw with things like Grim Harvest, with the Tusk Piercer, you got the Discover with Xavius, as well as Mixologist could be giving you a little bit of card draw, but nothing too fancy. Other than that, we only have a single red card in here, but everything else does look pretty standard Space Demon Hunter. What are you trying to do with this deck? In the first few turns you're trying to plop out a few Starship pieces, on turn 5 you're trying to play Arcanite Defense Crystal, and honestly if you already have several Starship pieces already, you could even be launching as soon as turn 6, and on turn 7 you could literally double Rest in Peace, or even just Ferocious Fellbat, and hope you get yourself the Starship instead of Arcanite Defense Crystal out of it. But we're talking about if the launch Starship already actually did die. You could also be going the long game and just go for a much bigger, better Exodar later on, but it really comes down to feeling what the opponent will be able to handle and what he won't, so you can actually increase your odds of winning those games. Going through the cards, we have a single copy of Red card, with which you could be using it for anti-tempo in the early turns. You could also be stalling opponents' game plans if you're something against Egg Warlock, let's say. And you could also sleep some big minions later on so you can waltz face easier. The Tusk Piercer obviously is going to be drawing your good Death Rattle cards like Arcanite Defense Crystal as well as Ferocious Fellbat. Dimensional Core, not the most important card in the deck, I can tell you that much. If you're feeling like you need another red card, I'd say remove one of these. But it's nice having a nice cheap Starship piece so you can actually get yourself the trigger on your Warp Drive, for instance, so not bad at all. The Felfuse Battery could be pretty insane, not gonna lie. With this thing, if you actually launched yourself a Starship with 1 or 2 of these, plus, let's say, a Shattered Turret, this way you get the rush twice with this thing, giving everybody else +2 attack, and if the opponent wasn't careful and you have yourself plenty of minions on the board, you can literally kill them by surprise this way, and you might also end up being surprised. Fumigate, like I said, this thing is gonna be dealing damage to all minions of that type, so be careful not to accidentally kill off your Xavius, I guess. You don't really have too much tribes, if we gotta be honest, but you do have demons like Ferocious Fellbat as well as Xavius. The rest is nothing, I think. But yeah, be smart about how you use it, because it could be very important to save it for some pretty big Elemental, Murloc, Beast board, doesn't matter, it's gonna be doing well for you. Grim Harvest is also pretty decent, giving you that card draw, as well as a Dormant Idiot in a couple of turns. The Mixologist, pretty nice, especially since if you played a super cheap Starship piece like Dimensional Core or Felfuse Battery, or heck even Shattered Turret, you got to instantly revive it if you get lucky with the revive option, and that can be pretty huge indeed. You could also get 2 damage AoE out of him, the free damage ain't bad, the card draw, the freeze, the armor, all could make a lot of sense in the different situations, so be on the lookout for him. Rest in Peace, like I said, you could be using it for your big starships, but you could also be using it for Ferocious Fellbat, that also would be pretty sick. Just don't forget, if you got yourself a small 10 mana starship and a very big 10 mana starship, this thing is gonna go for a 50-50, and it could actually summon you the small one, as it did for us in the last game. Return Policy also hella nice. You want to be getting yourself Ferocious Fellbat out of that 9 times out of 10, but if you're really in a pinch for armor, you might even opt for Arcanite Defense Crystal. It's not gonna be as good on the board, but getting that for armor might be the difference between you living and dying. The Shattered Turret is pretty nice because it has a lot of agency for you. Being able to rush a couple of leeches, for instance, would be pretty awesome, and also giving yourself Rush Wind Fury on your Starship is an absolute godsend, as you're gonna see. Once you start playing this thing, it really does help a lot being able to clear so many things. The Warp Drive is also pretty nice, giving you a couple of cards, especially with the discount. It could be amazing getting yourself a 3 mana Carnivorous Cubicle, a 5 mana Ferocious Fellbat, 5 mana Exodar even. All sorts of different discounted cards could be pretty nice out of it. Kain can help you waltz face if the opponent's not careful and just pretends taunts are gonna help him. Xavius can help you with all sorts sorts of different dark gifts, like extra 2/2 on the Cubicle, which is also going to be spitting out the minion you ate, Reborn or extra 2/2 on Arcanite, or any of your Starship pieces for that matter. Reborn on the Ferocious Fellbat would be amazing, and again, the 2/2, like, you get it. Being able to summon extra copies of these idiots would be absolutely amazing, but getting charge on some of them can be amazing, and all sorts of other things. Heck, even the +2/+2 and elusive on this thing could be absolutely huge, so be on the lookout. Arana obviously is gonna allow you to draw some of the tourist cards in here, including the Rest in Peace basically, which I think is the only priest card we're running here if we gotta be completely honest, but she can also help you if you slap your face into something big that can either kill it, or go face, or kill another minion for the opponent. The Arcanite Defense Crystals are super good, giving you all of that survivability, as well as having Taunt could be pretty awesome for you, and it's also your Death Rattle minion, so you can actually resummon it with the Ferocious Fellbat. The Carnivorous Cubicle you could be using on your Defense Crystals, on your Ferocious Fellbats, and heck, even on your big starships later on, but usually using it on Ferocious Fellbat would be the best way to go. The Fellbat himself could be clunky for you if you draw it first with the Tusk Piercer, but after he is nice and loaded, he could be doing some absolutely huge things for you. Just don't forget you need to have a Death Rattle minion die for this guy to see it, and then you actually get to start playing him, and that can happen either after an Arcanite Defense Crystal dies, or heck, even a big starship with Death Rattle dies. And last but not least, we have Exodar, with which you could be creative. You could be using it for armor, for damage, or for extra starship pieces. Really comes down to how the matchup is looking like and what you think is gonna help you best. This particular list didn't have too much matchups in it, but we could see something similar with decent sample size and win rate. This one, for instance, looks okay. And here we can see things like Pain Demon Hunter might be a little bit too quick for you, Beast Hunter as well, Elemental Mage, Aggro Pally, Quest Pally, Ferrac Rogue, but with the tech choices we have in this one, it might not be as bad, I think. When going first, you are always gonna want your Tusk Piercer, your cheap starship pieces, Grim Harvest is nice, Xavius if you're curving into it, Arcanite Defense Crystal if you're curving into it, and if you already have a good starship cheap piece, Warp Drive might also make the cut. Mixologist also works if you already have a good starship piece. On the coin, the situation is not much different, so depending on the matchup, you might even consider keeping something like Fumigate, but all around it's kind of the same deal. That's about it for the deck. It's not that expensive. It does have basically only important cards. The only somewhat niche card would be Arana in here, and if you're playing Demon Hunter, you probably have her already, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hope you found the guide helpful. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Mine is the only way. This ends now.
Okay, another one. Is he Quest? Doesn't seem like he's Quest this time. He hovered over his first card, so we can make an assessment. He might be Egg, and he did indeed shuffle it back, so again, pays off to pay attention to the opponent's hand. Sometimes you could change your mulligan. Heck, if I had red card in hand, I would have kept it. Let me keep this. No need to slap just yet. How's it going, Twigs? Welcome, welcome, man. That ain't bear. Let's put this for now. Next turn I can start swinging. Okay, no egg. Bearer. Yeah, we should be. Ain't gonna hit itself, no matter how hard I try. Okay, still doesn't have his egg, poor bastard. Should have just tapped there, though. Ooh. Ooh. And of course, no Arcanite. Of course, of course. Might have the free damage AoE here, alas. She's cool. Oh, it's some kind of starship? Okay, there's that crystal I was looking for, though. Sudge. Worthy opponent, though. Not really. We're a meta deck. He not so much, I'd say, but let's see. See how that do. Let me just put more of those pieces. More of them pieces together. Fudge. That's insane, man. Yikes. Do be like that. I was asking for that link yesterday. Been meaning to maybe give it a try. Maybe you can even hop on a call with me and we can figure it out together, you know. Could do for a cool video if you want. Might be interesting. Maybe I should have just launched. I should have just launched there. What should I launch for? A bunch of damage. I can revive it back afterwards. I think I'm gonna go for the damage. Could also go for the pieces. 6 pieces in there. I do have mana for 1 more on the boards. Yeah, I'll get copies. Dummy Warrior unplayable? What are you talking about, Kobania? It's still the best Warrior deck you could be playing. Like, it's actually one of the most played decks right now. What are you even talking about over there? Uh-oh, poopy. Uh-oh. That went so well. Is that what he had in mind? I don't think so, guys. I don't think that's what he envisioned when he played that Reborn. Yeah, the 7-5 revived our bloody starship over there. Okay, against the Shaman, him hexing my stuff would not be very fun. He could turn out to be elemental, so this Fumigate might actually be worth considering. Honestly, with a hand like this, I think I can hold off. Let's see how that go. Yeah, sounds good, Tweaks, sounds good. Okay, he does look to be not elemental, so keeping this was not so cash money. Let's kill the Battle Cry so he doesn't gain extra on it. But it would be lovely if he doesn't hex my stuff, but he will. Oh shit, what? Who plays this crap? Oh. Explain your smallness. I guess he looks for extra hex or something, I don't know. What's my record with this deck? That's the thing, I don't have records with decks no more. I just play them for 5 to 10 games and move on to the next one. Gotta keep that content going, you know. Yeah, pretty strong indeed. Okay. If he hexes this, I'm not gonna be super happy, but it's not the end of the world. Doesn't seem like it. Rush it. There you go. Would have preferred if this thing was minus attack instead. Costing me a card draw. +2 and elusive's kinda cute. This thing with Reborn also kinda cute. A lot of options here. I think I'm gonna go with the elusive. Uh-oh. Not ideal. Ooh, Cubicle. Could launch it, you know. Could actually launch it. Maybe Cubicle or next turn Rest and Pepsi. This is strong enough straight out. I think I'll launch it, man. Needs to die for it to get summoned, though. We kind of have a good gauge that he did not have Hex all this time. Okay. I can just Cubicle that then. That ain't too bad. Can he handle that? He's overloaded, so he can't do that. Oh. Triple Battlecry that crap, so he's back to full health, I guess. But, can he handle the double Rest and Pepsi then? And he is gonna be overloaded quite a lot, so... Well, he is gonna be able to use all of these, though. Damn, son, that's actually kinda cracked. Okay. Next turn he can triple up all of them 8/8s. Doesn't have enough room with all the locations, though. I think he actually should have been using locations here if he wanted room. I'm actually gonna red card this thing so he doesn't have jack shit in terms of room. Well, I'm gonna red card the Shutter Block. Or that. Okay. Now he won't have too much room for them 8/8s. Oh, poor bastard can't even play him because he used up all of them? That's fucked. Now he can, but he won't have enough room for anything Da Vinci. Okay, that was fucky though. Sure. Oof. Ooh. That is not bad right there. Just used up a Hex. Have 20 damage max. Let's just tempo this crap. Why not? Okay, he does not get Hex out of that. This thing should be giving me starships. If I can kill it, that is. Sludge. Okay, I can kill it now. I'd rather discover return policy, though. Oof. There you go. There you go. Could even slap his mouth with this thing. Yeah, I will.
Risks are always worth taking.
Time grows short.
Get there. Oh shit! Thought it was dead, but it wasn't. Well, shouldn't matter too much, but that was stupid. I wanted to kill it at the end. That wasn't ideal. That's not ideal either. That is idealent. That is idealent, actually. Fuck. Murray. Be good to me. That ain't bad. It ain't good, though. Well, I'm alive, so it's kind of fine, but still kind of fucked. Still kind of fucked in it. That is a large-ass Ziliax right there, Chief. How dare you? How dare you do such a thing? Yikes. Who the fuck runs this? Well, he's the aggressor now, I can tell it that much, yeah. Okay, it's not that bad if the starships come home. Please. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Down to draw, I think. 2 damage AoE makes the trades a lot easier, but it also pops out my divine shots. Guess I can do them first. Not the best, not the worst.
Time grows short.
This game should have been a bit easier, I can tell you that much. This guy's putting up a meaningful fight. Maybe I should have been a little bit greedier myself, but you guys saw that Hex was indeed a factor in this one. What is this quest you speak of? Spuddins? What kind of quest are you expecting out of this guy? Ooh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Harder, daddy. Harder, daddy. Needs to be stopped kicking real soon. You shall kick no longer. Even though Ceaseless Expanse is ready for whatever, that still gives me a couple of big men. Unless he hacks that ass. Sheldrasil? Why the fuck are you running Sheldrasil on this thing, man? I have a feeling he won't be after this game. Gets the Hex though. Funny. And still dies. Thanks, man. Did the thing, did the thing. That was quite the game now, wasn't it? Che Guevara? No. History expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not how that's written. I think we're gonna go like this. Xavius's Arcanite Defense Crystal on a stick without the stick. Meaning Dust Piercer, but still, it's gonna work. That ought to work. There you go. There's that stick we were talking about. Against the rogue, no doubt. Corona. Oh, another beating stick. I'd rather just do this right now. And I can start clapping, because next turn I might just re-equip if I feel like it. Yeah, feels like it, man. Maybe they already were in a legend or something, or I don't even know what, but they definitely made way quick. I'm not in a hurry for the Death Rattle minions, so I could just do this and re-equip instead of just equipping straight out. If I did want to get the minions faster, I could have just equipped and swung, losing one durability for no reason, but in this case I'd rather do it like this. Okay, that doesn't do all that much, but it's still kind of annoying. I don't have too many ways of actually getting myself extra crap. Reborn, you say? We take those, chat. Take those, chat. Kane with +4, +5 also wasn't bad. Put it on top of my deck, but ain't nobody got time for that. This Reborn is just way too good. Weapon time? Of course it is. Always has been. Not in a hurry to swing. Don't do much. This is kind of rough for him. The second half does come back full health. What you got there, step bro? Oh, double battle cry? What the fuck? How's it going, Lolo? Welcome. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Not the worst though, but I'm definitely not attacking if he doesn't do shit. Stop doing these bro subs, like what the fuck? Uh-oh, poopy. People really don't pay attention to Reborn with full health, do they? Poopy. Okay. I'd rather don't play too many stuff here. I think I'd rather just put down one more Arcanite and call it a play, right?
Demons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, freeze this, you filthy casual. That'll be annoying, not gonna lie. Annoying of the mild kind. The way things are going, I might just launch that as though. No, actually, it's too small. That's what she said. Cubicle. As I live and breathe. He used it on Corrupted, so he doesn't have anything too amazing.
Demons. Demons.
Could also just play the 7-drop right now. Think I'd do that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. He does have 20 damage from hand, but should be fine. That's kind of annoying, though.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Pushes that tempo. That's 3 damage off lethal with the 2.
Mysterious orb. What is your wisdom?
That's a problem, I'm afraid. That is a problem, I'm afraid. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ooh. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to see, I can tell you that much. Ain't the biggest out of the lot, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do, Bill. Give me that armor right there. Okay. I think we got this. Got this. Another one.
Is there trouble?
Second Exodar ain't the worst. If this thing gives me double big Starship, that'd be neat. Okay. Sadly, it's just these small PP bastards. Huh. There we go. There we go. Well, that looks pretty over to me. That looks pretty over to me. Bottom right it, Chief. Time. Time me. There's that 5 damage AoE we were talking about, and yet I smile. I guess he's hoping for a Farak at some point, but it's not how this one's gonna go. That is not how this one's gonna go, Chief. Not by a long shot. Why not? Last turn I should have done Rest in Peace first, by the way. That could have been sexier. Sudoku. He chose well. That was a somewhat close one, not gonna lie. Like, we were literally free off lethal at that one point, but we picked the nose up. We're a Starship deck after all. Had to pick the nose up. Final boss me, dude. Like that. I don't like that. Let's go like this. Let's see what that do. I think this should be easy. Stream loading slow for you, bro? Seems like it. Okay, there he is. There he is, there you go. I'll just chill for now. I'm not even respecting this 2-1 giving him corpses. That ain't the worst. Guess the Starship deck versus Starship me. Let's do that then. Next turn we could coin out the Arcanite. I don't know if it's worth it though. Probably still worth it. Guess this guy might need to go for the long game. He's gonna go pretty wide. I can go decently tall. Oh damn, Roki with the subs. How you doing, Roki? Going hard with them 20 subbies. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate ya. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm a coin it, I think. Yeah, I'm a coin it. How you doing, Roki? Huge thank you, my guy. Huge thank you right there. Yeah, I guess. It's definitely battle, alright. I can go for a revive out of this. I did. Chat. Plus 2 health ain't the worst, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that's good. I can clap it. Not happy about it. Yeah, I can imagine. I hate cold. I hate the cold. What can I say? I'm a summer child.
I remember
That actually
this
is correct.
well.
Now that I said it, that's actually correct. Yeah, let's get that legend and start spinning them wheels. Spin them wheels, governor. Didn't get a copy. That's kind of good. We're happy about that. Think I can tempo Arana here, why not?
Risks are always worth taking.
Thirsty for more?
I'm gonna do it like this.
Vengeance is mine.
The problem with that play is I'm not gonna get myself the 7-mana idiot on turn 7. Maybe I regret it. Just maybe. Regret. Yikes, Roki, that's insane, bro. That is actually kind of insane. Sounds painful to look at. Why do people live there, man? Like, if the air hurts, why the fuck are you living over there? A lot of minerals and whatnot, I guess, but damn, son. Why would you do such a thing? It's not the worst red card I've seen today. Oh, there's that Fellbat I was talking about, though. There that Fellbat at. Not sure I care about it right now, though. Could actually launch. I think I'm actually gonna launch. Launch with damage or with idiots is the real question. It's a decent amount of damage. I think I'm gonna launch it right now. I do have Wind Fury on it, so I can handle them Sons of Leeches. I think I'll get him as 1 health. 3 pisses. Alrighty then. Push the tempo before his body's prepared. He already has 1 of each in there, though. 2 of the 2-1s, too. But I have red card, I guess. It's something. Would be a damn shame if he also has his Exodar. Next to a Reborn, nonetheless. But I think we're going in for the jugular. Because now I can Reborn with this. I can get him out of this. All of that bullshit. Okay. Did the destroy. Thanks again for that hype train, my guy. Appreciate that new emote. Shee-hoo-hoo. Nice little wave we did there. Ew, cubicle, you say? I don't want to give him an extra starship piece right now, so I'm just gonna do this and this. Let's see how that go. Oh man, that piece he's attacking. Ah, fucker. That could have been a freaking starship, man. So can this. So can this, damn it. I can Scale damage to the max. Okay. As soon as he launches, then I'm gonna use this before he kills it. But damn, not getting any of the big men out of this. Kinda bummy.
The citadel stands strong.
You could just straight out launch, give it the red card, the reborn. If he has it set up, that is. Doesn't. Okay, and that's gonna be a good amount of damage. Sure. Ooh. Come on, this time for real. There you go. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Want to make this board as fucky as possible for him. Let's get that Ferocious Spell Batman. There we go. Can he handle it? He does have Corpse Explosion basically ready again, but if this thing gives me a proper starship this time, that'd be sick. Doesn't. Is he launching? No. Give me a good starship this time, man. That's lethal if I get it. But it fucking doesn't. It fucking doesn't, though. Did no such thing. I guess I'm a vanilla launch. It's decently big. And probably cubicle on it. Do I cubicle on it? I think so. Quite the final boss this one, and quite the bad RNG for me too. Fuck me, man. Top deck, by the way. Was it a top deck? Kinda felt like a top deck. Or it was the second next to the top deck. Okay, good news is I can get it back. Bad news is fuck this guy. Apparently this is my biggest minion, guys. I'm as surprised as you are. Fuck me. Apparently that's my biggest minion right now. Everything I could have low rolled, I low rolled for anybody paying attention. For anybody keeping score. Everything that could have gone wrong, gone wrong. Fuck. If this guy attacks my 7-5, he's basically begging to die. Could get Cubicle. Do I care about Cubicle? Nah.
I grow impatient.
If I red card the Sex 5, that'd be pretty annoying for him. But no, I think I'd just do this. See what we get out of it. Nah, man, like literally everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now. Visible disgust right there. Disgust of the visible kind. For real though. Yeah, definitely one of the final bosses ever. Really feels like it, doesn't it? Really feels like it. Suck me. Suck me sideways, guys. Suck me sideways. There you fucking go. Took you long enough, you piece of piss. Love how my card draws out the bottom, by the way. Reborn, not that hot. This thing with charge gives me extra damage on my idiots right now. I think I'm actually kind of down with this crap. Do want to hold on to that red card, don't I? Oh. You're joking. You're fucking joking. I thought I already attacked twice with that thing. Ah, whatever. Final boss, man. Sure. Yeah, that don't do much. Unless it's Exodar off the top. 20% chance if he didn't have it already. That doesn't give him much room. Launches it the poor man way. Looks like a GG to me, man. Doesn't even have enough room to materialize. And okay. Okay, kind sir. That was kinda how it should have ended now, didn't it? Poor bastard got a random death rattle at the end. He could have played around it, by the way. He could have used his leech on that tutu, but that was dumb. That was kind of dumb. He should have used it on the tutu, by the way, because he needed the extra room there. What a game, what a gamer. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What did we get? Top 1k for sure, but how much? Oh shit, not top 1k. Color me impressed. To be fair, it's half the month gone, so what else would it be? We did it! First time legend, yo! Imagine. Imagine. The game really struggled giving us the legend there now, didn't it? Should have played around it, chat. Should have played around it. Fucking hell.